name is Peggy Hawk, and I've been a McHenry County Master Gardener since 2011. Our project began as a vision by the Nunda Township Supervisor, who had residents appealing to him for food assistance. There was an open field behind his office that he thought might be a good place for a garden. He contacted the Northern Illinois Food Bank, the County Health Department, the local food pantry, scout troops, and the Master Gardeners. We all started meeting at his office in 2015. We grew our first crops in 2016. By 2018, we no longer needed the Northern Illinois Food Bank or the Crystal Lake Food Pantry support and had expanded the garden to 14 4 by 50 foot rows, a 22 by 40 foot pollinator bed, and a 22 foot by 48 foot growing bed. We still meet monthly with the Township and Health Department, who got us a grant for our greenhouse and tools, and who helps recruit food insecure families who are willing to work their own garden plots in exchange for fresh produce. They are called Garden Connect participants. We had 20 individuals or families last year, pre-COVID, of course. We recruit our fellow Master Gardeners to work one-on-one with our inexperienced gardeners at the beginning of the season to plan what to grow and actually assist them at planting time. A vital key to our success has been communication, and Sue Shekel has become an expert at it.
I'm Sue Shekel, and I have been a Master Gardener since 2015. When the Nunda Garden began in 2015, our volunteer effort was dependent on 5 Master Gardeners and their immediate families. As the season progressed, we quickly realized that we needed a much larger and more organized volunteer workforce. Our goal was to expand the volunteers such that we avoided overwork and burnout. In the early spring of 2016, we started by getting our Nunda Garden email address up and running. From there, we organized 2 early spring volunteer sign-up events to get to know each other, and we created a sign-up sheet where each volunteer could let us know their preferences for available days and times, blackout days, physical restrictions, and other pertinent information. We also took into consideration their specific interests, such as the vegetable garden, the pollinator garden, or general garden maintenance. This information allowed us to set up a detailed monthly calendar, which was sent to all volunteers for reference. All attempts were made to keep the specific teams consistent to build cohesion and friendships. We decided on fixed weekly times for our volunteer teams to work in the garden, and each team was led by a Master Gardener. By having an easy and immediate way to contact all of the volunteers, we were able to rally the troops for special one-time events and cancel routine work days for bad weather or other concerns. We currently have a volunteer workforce of approximately 50 people. The volunteers include Master Gardeners, people from our surrounding communities, scout groups, and students. We are proud of each and every one of them and their tireless efforts to make the Nunda Garden a success. Now I would like you to meet Roxanne Bannett, the best fundraiser we could ever ask for.
Hi, my name is Roxanne Bannett, and I've been a Master Gardener for the last 5 years. When the project came up at Nunda, I jumped at the chance to be a part of it and to get in on the ground floor. So I volunteered to do donations. I began with my daughter's firm, and each and every month they have a raffle. That way, every month a charity received 50% of all of the raffle funding. But we also received from the Master Gardener population their old tools. Everybody seemed to pitch in and want to help us get started. I went to the people that I usually did business with. So I went to 3 garden centers and hardware stores and talked to their managers, and everybody came through. Sometimes I asked for something specific, and other times I just took whatever they might have. At the end of the season, the garden centers were giving us rose bushes and things to decorate the garden with. But primarily, the end of season seeds were very helpful because we could use those for a couple of years. Then my church started to give a collection each and every month to the different charities. They announced in church that the collection was for Nunda Garden, and we received $1,000 for 2 years from the funding. One of the great things is to make sure that you get some advertisement from the local newspaper.
We encourage growth of friendships and education in our community and how we are all connected to growing things.